Hello and welcome. This is my race vlog from 5 Stripes Monza race. So me and Theo from TSE entered to this competition. So this is the German league. The full briefing is German, so I don't understand the rules totally. But basically we have two races, one 30-minute sprint race and one hour endurance race when you have a mandatory pit when you need to change tires. And yeah, the first race was a little bit disappointing. So I started a race from P16 and I finished in P14. I'm using the new McLaren design. I have lots of issues with the car, so it wasn't stable. I'm not really used to how to drive the McLaren, so if you can see, I made a mistake here, and this Porsche just taking this opportunity to overtake me. So we're going to Ascari, and his speed is better than mine, so I just slow him down a little bit, let him pass to give him some space, so I didn't crash him, he didn't crash me. I have 0 damage in the car in the first race. And we had an amazing 2-3 laps of fun when we're chasing each other. So for Ascari I was struggling badly, so I cannot do Ascari properly. But the Porsche has the same issue in Parabolica. So if you see, in Parabolica I have way better exit speed and I started to get closer to him. And in here I have a chance to overtake him. So I lost this position for like 10 seconds, 20 seconds, and after I take it back. So now I have the position almost back, but he has a better first chicane. So after the first chicane we are next to each other. So we're going side by side. I have a better corner here. I'm going to the inside, but in the next chicane this will be on outside. So he has a better position. A little bit slowing down, going behind him. And when we're doing the second chicane, he messed up this one. So we are again side by side, and I take him back the position. So it was amazingly enjoyable fight with the Porsche number 13, and we're going to the Lesmo 1. I have the position, Lesmo 2, and he is a little bit behind me, and we are heading to Ascari. And yeah, this was an amazing, like almost 1 lap of race with him. I want to say the rest of the race was the same, but sadly, if you have a race endurance race in Monza, it's boring. So people has a pace, and basically the track is not hard or easy. It's like a medium based on difficulty, and if you take your pace you can do exactly the same laps over and over again, and everyone else can do the same. So if you see here, again, I have a better corner in here, and I have better speed. So I'm building the gap, and this is the problem with Monza. If you have on a half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour race, you get your pace and you can do constantly the same laps regardless the tires and fuel. So you will be always chasing each other like half seconds, and that will be almost constant for the full race. Yeah, so Monza is not ideal for long endurance races, because you always maintain the gap, and you can maintain easily the same race pace. They don't have tricky parts when you can mess up, like except the chicanes. But that's it. Monza is just full flat out, and your car will be maintain the same pace. This is the second race. Theo is leading the pack. We have a reverse grid. So Theo had some issues. He's starting from the last position. I'm starting from P4. 18 people entered to this Monza race, and 2 already left. So we have 17 here, but 1 will be leaving. very soon. So you can see the Porsche who has a fight with me is next to me, and when Theo is crossing the start line, the race is starting, I have an amazing start. And yeah, if you see, my start was good. I have better start than Theo. Theo is defending, and yeah, I can manage to keep up the position. The Porsche is a little bit backing because he want to avoid an accident. We are on the Discord with Theo. I said I'm going to the inside line. He said he's going to outside. So yeah, I have an amazing start. I'm P1, Theo is P2, and everything looks okay and promising in the second race. Except we're going to the first chicane, and I don't know why I just cannot take the first chicane. So I had to cut a little bit. I didn't get any warning because I didn't gain time. But yeah, I didn't feel the McLaren stable as before. So I spent lots of time for practicing the NSX and GT4 cars. So at the moment I'm not confident in my main car, and this takes the tax in this race. So 2 or 3 laps later I will be still P1. I'm building some gap against Theo and the packs, and I'm crashing my car. So I have 9 seconds of damage. The car didn't feel good. I cannot do properly parabolica, so I went to the pit, fix my car, change my tires. I'm losing tire pressure, so it's an 8 times time multiplier race. So we're doing 1 hour, but it's cost like works like 8 hours of racing. So we're starting in sunlight and we're finishing in at 9, and yeah, it's taxing. So I'm losing pressure. My tire pressure is not good enough. I'm losing the car in the first chicane. And after when I'm coming out from the pit, I fix my car, everything is nice, and we're going to Lesmo 2, and I crash again, and I have 30 seconds of penalty. Not penalty, 30 seconds of damage. So I went back to fix my car, and I was left behind of everyone. So, and I just realized P16 is still behind me. I have almost 1 lap behind him. So I'm just doing my grandpa style driving, so I'm let everyone pass on the blue flags, and yeah, in the last lap, or last 2 laps, even P16 overtaking me. So I lost my confidence in the car. I wasn't happy to drive in the McLaren, so I don't know what's happened. But the driving style what McLaren requires, it's way different than the NSX. So yeah, I'm just had a terrible Monza race. So we finished in P16 and P10, but definitely we collected points because for the longer race we get points for the first 20 positions. And lots of people didn't turn up. So the biggest problem now with long-lasting races, when the league is started 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks ago, and the GT4 DLC just came out, people has like 15-20 races for every day or per week at least, where they can go anywhere to race. And yeah, lots of people are prioritizing GT4 instead of all GT3 races. It's more fun, it's more next to each other and bumper to bumper race, but yeah, it's affecting some older series. So thank you for watching, thank you for being amazing and awesome. I will be back next time. Take care, stay awesome, stay safe, cheers.